VIBE105, your main source. It's about damn time.
That is the man that they are calling, and that is the man that is in the building right now. Soca Legend out of Barbados, the Mighty Grynner. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning to you and my friends in Canada. I'm very, very happy to be here to make them happy tonight.
Definitely going to make them happy at Barbados on the Water, which goes down this entire weekend down at the Harbourfront Centre. Have you been here for this festival before?
I did this year. We were back when it first started in the 80s.
Okay.
I know beginning to build.
Okay, so you haven't been back here since the 80s?
I haven't done it since, but I was here. I did all the independence balls through the 80s and things. When we first used to come for the Barbados Independence Ball.
Okay.
And I was here till last year. Was here.
So
last year was here.
So how many years have you been doing this?
Well, if I live to see next year, it will quarter a half century. And the West Indies cricketers don't make a half centuries. Now they will try to make one.
It will be a half century, you're saying?
Yeah, 50 years for me next year.
Wow,
1968, right now there's 49.
And in that time, correct me if I'm wrong, you've won 7 Road March titles.
I won 7 Road March titles. I came second about 3 times and third and so forth, you know. But I still like what I'm doing. That is the reason I'm here. And I'm here to make the people here very happy tonight and for the rest of the weekend. I'm happy to be here in the studio with you all too.
To love what you're doing is really the driving force behind almost anything you do in life, is it not?
Yes, anytime you're doing something you don't like it, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you're doing something, you do it. If you come on the bandwagon and you just say you do last year, this year, and then something in your head and you just fall away, that means you didn't like it.
Yes, for sure. 100%.
I came, excuse me. When it first came out in 1968, I came third. I never knew the guys that I was singing with.
Okay. And this is in Barbados?
Yes.
Okay.
I had just started, just saw some guys say me, you've got some fellas rehearsing with this thing and the next thing. I don't know what it was, but it was Barbados Independence Ball. Barbados Independence for the time, you know, and it was a ball. So we went and I joined the guys to it, you know. And prepare for the competition and managed to come third in the Mighty Gabby. I mean, he was friends from the time we came third to today.
Wow.
We don't have no animosity against one another.
Just jumped into it 50 years ago. Now take me back to that time. To be honest with you, like, over the past, I'd say at least 20 years, Barbados has really made an impact on soca music as a whole. Like with bands like Edwin Yearwood and Crossfire, with bands like Square One, you guys have really taken a stronghold and really say, you know what, soca may have been mainly associated with Trinidad before, but we are here and we are major contributors to the music. Was that the case back in the 60s?
In the 60s, we mostly were the follower of Trinidad, which is right, because we had calypsonians that was very good too. We had a guy called Mighty Charmer. We had Jerry, the Merry Members always there because they had their own orientation how they focus on the calypso. So we had Lord Sivers, Sir Don used to be the king.
Okay.
We had enough guys that was good, but the recordings didn't used to come out. That's one of the things, so you wouldn't really hear much at the time about those guys.
So
but
you
now, since we started in the 80s and things, we really started to build the calypso structure by doing the 10th speed with crop over behavior.
Yeah.
We find out that we start to grow in between the Trinidadians. So we decide if we can build our own body and try to capture the generation, the great generating gate of what them is doing. You know, so me, Gabby, Piper, some guys, Romeo, Dragon, all of us, then we get together, decide to do things. And the calypso start to flow.
And you guys have done a phenomenal job with that. Like I said, you guys have really made it. This is our sound. This is our style of soca music and calypso music, and it's taken the world by storm. And so big up to all the Bajan artists, including yourself, who's one of the people that opened those doors for those young artists to come through.
Yes, I'm very grateful and glad for the youngsters. They're doing their own thing. So, they're doing the bashment, they're doing the thing. But a fella come along, he do what he wants to do. You can't take it from him.
And they're doing, like you said, they're doing both. You have the bashment type of soca out of Barbados, which is a completely different style from the groovy soca and singing soca that's coming out of Barbados.
That's
Two
right.
very distinct styles coming out of the island.
Right now, we have 3 different styles.
What's the
we
third?
have the soca, the real soca that we sings, me, Gabby, the guys. But they got this groovy. You know, you got the bashment, so it had to be 3.
It has 3. It has 3. You still have the legend.
And the
That's-
youngsters, is so much in that.
For sure.
It doesn't take much to do that because it's just a complete turnover all the time.
With producers like the Red Boys, who you worked with just recently, that is definitely something the case. They keep the old traditional style of calypso and soca and modernize it.
Yeah, you put a little modern thing into it.
Now,
but it's the same soca you are singing.
Yes, it is. It is. It is the same path that you guys paved for everybody to come along.
Yes, just speeding up a little bit.
You've been doing this a long time, like you said, 50 years. Now, we all live long lives, and we do a lot of things in that time, but we know that there's always those few instances in that time that still stick out on our memory. What are some things over the past 50 years that you can't forget? Some unforgettable concerts you've done or people you've worked with? What are some things that stick out in your head?
Well, one thing that really stick in my head is the love of Eddie Grant.
Okay.
Mr. Eddie Grant, take me and Gabby. If I took Gabby first and being Gabby friend, Gabby asked him, he says, Grimes, I don't know him. Gabby had to tell him, this is a nice young guy, he's my friend, I want you to think. He tried with me, up to the day Eddie Grant feel, with me and Gabby together, you feel that we have such a nice generation in us, that we should be teaching the youngsters. But you could try, you could only try.
Yes, you could only try. That's a very good point.
Right, if a fella don't listen, you can't make him listen.
I try to tell young DJs that all the time. It's the same thing. I can only help you if you want to listen.
Right, but if I didn't listen, I wouldn't be this far. You know. What
are some artists that you say have listened to advice that you've given them?
Well, I can tell you who, Youngblood, Edwin.
Okay. And those
Allison.
That's some big names right there. That's some big names right there.
They come to us.
Those are some huge names right there. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just trying to line up a tune here. As a DJ, two more questions for you. As a DJ, I've been doing this for a long time. It's actually going to be 20 years this year. So as a DJ, I have to be careful, not to blast my monitors too loud, don't have my headphones on too loud, even though they're very loud right now. I have to protect my hearing. What's something I've always wondered as an artist, how do you maintain your voice, your singing voice, for such a long period of time?
Well, I don't know how you may tell it, but it's just a natural thing with me. I could drop to sleep and get up and sing the same way. So it just...
I guess staying
but
active.
What my real favorite thing is if I feel that my voice will go, I drink a hot beer before I sing.
Hot beer?
Yeah.
When you say hot, like on the stove hot or just outside hot?
Hot beer as beer itself hot.
Okay.
Instead of a cold beer. You drink a hot one. And anytime that the genius can tell you to do that, he's right. At the Mighty Sparrow, I was hoarse a time at the Mother's Day show in New York. And the Sparrow said, Hans, let me tell you something. Drink a hot beer and your voice will come back. When I tell you so, do it.
I'm going to try that here on the weekend.
I did that. Any time that I really go in on the stage, I find myself just here a hot beer. But right now I'm holding off for the little hot beer for now because of the studio thing home. So you want to be nice and good,
Okay.
So, but I know that I have a lot of fans over here.
You do. You have a lot of fans worldwide.
I know that because there was a player here from the 80s and thing, and they tour about with enough of the guys. So I had enough fun in thing with the guys. So I know I have enough fans up here. So I want them to know that the water festival will be water festival like a Barbados full.
It's going to be nice.
It is that. Barbados, Canada, water festival. So when they come up tonight, the sound that you was playing out the long we want more, they will get more and more from me.
They're going to get plenty tonight. It's called Barbados on the Water. Goes down at the Harbourfront Centre, which is down on Queens Quay. It starts tonight and it continues through Sunday, May 28th. That's this Sunday. The Festival of Barbadian Culture celebrates Canada with music, fashion, literary events, and children's activities. Make sure you come out. VIBE105 is going to be on the outside tomorrow alongside PlanetX's very own Nadz. Check her on location tomorrow from 12 to 5, but the festivities continue tonight and go throughout the entire weekend. I said I have one more question for you. Like I said, Barbados really is on the map, like beyond on the map. You guys have been on the map for a long time and really have a stronghold on the soca market. What is some advice you can give to young artists like the one I have coming up next? How can they continue the legacy of Bajan soca?
By doing the same thing I do. Love it. Put the best foot forward. Put all the effort into it and make sure that when you representing yourself. You're representing Barbados and not only you. And once you keep that thing in you and tell you, I'm going to get there, you're going to get there.
Beautiful advice. Beautiful advice. You guys.
It's just like eating. You eating something, you don't like it, you don't eat it.
100%. For sure.
Okay. If you want something that is good, you use it.
Exactly.
So in order to get there, you just keep yourself focused, do things, respect. And respect is a great behavior.
And
they call respect.
And when the voice starts to go, drink a hot beer. That is the advice.
They may not be able to do that.
Mr. Grynner, thank you very much for coming through this morning. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you at Barbados on the Water. He's going to be performing tonight with 2 Mile Hill at 8 p.m. The show starts at 8 p.m. and that is the Harbourfront Centre stage down there at Barbados on the Water Festival. I believe it's called the WestJet stage, if I'm not mistaken, but it's right. They might have changed that, so big up WestJet on the outside. Either way, I like WestJet. So big up to everybody. Mighty Grynner, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I love you, Canada. Thank you.
And let me play one released not too long ago, the Mighty Grynner.
VIBE105, your main source. It's about damn